hope you're ready to rock hard, because today we're playing this track of mine, Rocking It, which is not only super fun to play, but it also really helps with really focusing on some really important bass skills as you learn it. You may have heard it in my last video comparing flats and round wound strings, but today I'm teaching you how to play it. As usual, we have the bass tabs, we have the bass notation, and in the end of this video, we have this track minus the bass so you can practice it yourself, solo it, and rock hard. So this track has two different parts. We have the first part, let's call it A, and we have the second part B, kind of like a verse and chorus. So in the first verse, rhythmic wise, we keep it really clear. It's just straight eighth notes. Now, it's really easy to understand, but it's a little harder to execute well. So I really recommend working on this with a metronome before you get to the track. Now the track is at 100 BPM, so you could just start wherever you are, whether it's 60, 65, 70, and just bring it up 5 BPM at a time. Okay, so the verse. So we start the verse with playing all those straight eighth notes, but every time I go to the 2 and 4, I go to a different note. So we start with the D, 1 and for the 2, we just for a second go to the flat third, which is the F, right here on the 8th fret, right? And then we go back to the D, and 3 and the 4 is gonna be this C over here, which is the flat 7. Okay, let's do it together slowly. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and F, D, 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 C, D, 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 F, D, 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 C, D. Okay, so this is the major part of this verse. So again, the hardest thing is to put it with the metronome in time. So you want to start at a lower speed and then kind of go higher as you go. So let's put the metronome right now on 70 just to kind of feel how it feels, and then we go up from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so this is the main event, what we're playing in verse 1. One little thing I do every 2 bars, I go here because I want to do this chromatic approach going into this, and it's something that kind of helps us round this like 2-bar phrase every now and then. Sounds cool, really leads us to the next part nicely. Now, you may ask, if I'm playing the flat third and the flat 7, can I play it on a different place in the bass? Yes, you can. So my tabs show how I play it, but if you would have wanted to, you could have also played it with the F over here, the 3rd fret on the D string, and also the C in the 3rd fret on the A string. But I just liked it better when it has the sound with where I'm playing it over here with the A string and the E string rather than these two. Let's just compare the sounds for a second, again using the metronome and running this through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. As opposed to back to the first way. So there's really 2 ways to play it, as you can see. I chose to play this here because I like the F sound over here better than the F sound over here. And there's one little tiny thing. When you play it over here, because you really practice the extension of your left hand, you really get to work that pinky, right? Which a lot of people have a problem playing. So if this is an issue of yours, I actually highly recommend playing with the pinky, because that would really help kind of strengthen it, right? Because you play both the F and the C. If this is something that you're really struggling, or for any other reason don't want to play it, you can choose the other way that I showed you. It's just not going to appear on the tabs. Okay, so moving on to the second part, to our chorus. So we're really starting with the D again. The vibe is a little bit different though. We're still playing eighth notes, but as you can see, the texture of the eighth notes change a little bit, right? So that's another really nice thing that I wanted to put into this exercise, because it helps you practice something completely different. So if we're playing the verse, we're really playing those long, hard-hitting eighth notes. I'm still playing the eighth notes because I wanted to really keep on going with the chorus, but what I changed is the length of my note, and it really makes a huge difference. You can go back to the track and see it, or play it and see it for yourself. It makes a really big shift in the energy. So what did I do? I'm actually just playing it staccato instead of playing those long, hard-hitting eighth notes, just to bring a bit more bounciness to it. So it goes like this. Okay, so the main thing is just we're going for staccato, going from D to the A to the C, which is the third fret on the A string, to the G. For the first turnaround, we go C, C sharp to D, do that same kind of chromatic thing that we've done in the verse, and we do another round of these, going to the A, going to the C in the third fret, and then we have this kind of fun turnaround, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, let's first get to the staccato. How do we get that staccato sound? So the length of the sound really depends on when you put the next finger on your string with using your right hand, right? So if I'm playing the D and I want to stop playing the D, the quickest way would be to put my alternating finger, kind of exaggerating the movement so you see it here. But if I want to do long eighth notes, I'll put my next finger right as the time comes to play it. If I want to do staccato, I'll put it just a tiny bit before, so I have that punchier sound. And then let's talk about that last turnaround with the G. This is also the reason why, part of the reason why I use my first finger there, not my second middle finger, to play this, because I want to get that octave kind of cool move in the end. So just to break down this octave bar, so we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, just to have kind of a nice little play, because even though it's the same note played in different octaves, you could be really creative with this and create something like, you know, a cool rhythm and a cool even melody just using the octave. So one more time, we have 1 and 2 is the higher octave, and 3 and the end of the 3 gets the octave 2, 4 and the end of the 4. And then you get right back to the first part, to the verse. That's it. Hope you enjoyed playing this. Hope you got a little something out of it and got to rock out to it as you learned something new. As usual, we have the track right after, so feel free to stay and rock out on your own as much as you want. Remember, if it's too fast, just bring it down a little bit and take it up. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and perhaps let me know what genre would you like the next track to be, because many more are coming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.